Okay. These are parts for the Snowmotractor. This is a Snowmotractor video. Okay, we got that out of the way. Last time I built a jack shaft, I just kind of went, well, if I'm got my driven pulley here and my drive pulley here, I'll find a belt. Well, this time I decided I would start with my belt. I found a 15250, which is basically a half by 25 inches. And it's a cogged rubber belt. It's got all kinds of grip. But the cool thing is that by bolting this to the mill bed, I've determined that I can get my belt on and off. Now, this belt is going to be inside of both frame rails. So it's going to have to be assembled as part of the tractor as it comes together, all right? And so now I have this belt on. It's obviously too loose, but I found this old idler here, tensioner, and it's in good shape. So if I just push this in here, I've got all kinds of room, and now all I have to do is build a slide tensioner. And I can do that kind of perpendicular to this center line, or maybe perpendicular to this line, we'll see. But either way, I have all kinds of room to center it, and that's the point. So this side's kind of loose because I can't rotate my pulleys bolted down, but it's enough to prove that this pulley, this idler, will fit between these two pulleys, and the ultimate, this can come off. So I'm not wrecking the integrity of the belt as I put it on. Obviously, once these will rotate, it'll be able to roll on very easily. Then I can set my tensioner, and this will be fixed. This won't be a rotating tensioner. This will just be on a slide, snug it up in place, and I'm done. I use my calipers, and from here to here, I'm at 2.620, so pretty much 2 5/8. Now I can separate the half of this pulley and half of this pulley, add that distance, add that distance, add this distance, and I'll know my center lines. Because obviously this being a 3/4 inch hole and a 1/2 inch bolt, I can't just measure. So I got here some mathing done, and half of 4.95 is 2.475. Half of 3.15 is 1.575. We add this, and this up, and we get 6.67 inches. So from our first jack shaft to our second jack shaft, that is my distance. All right, it is quite windy outside, so I do apologize for the sounds. But anyway, I did a little clearancing on the side of the frame here and managed to spin the brake disc caliper around. So now I have all kinds of room for that drive pulley, and that is a good thing. So now I have to move that pillow block just a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch that way, and then bolt it in place and start measuring for where I want to put that second shaft or third shaft. I don't know if I want to call this my first jack shaft and my second jack shaft and my third jack shaft, or if this is a secondary shaft and a first jack shaft and a second jack shaft. But regardless, I need one more. Alright, well, I was able to remove the fender, and now I have room to work. With the fender in place, there's no room to get my drill for these holes to keep them square. There really wasn't room for tools to hold stuff in place. So now that's all out of the way. And we are good to go. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's pretty much the general idea of what's going on here. There's going to be, obviously, that drive pulley coming down to here. And it's going to be going to that pulley right there. You know, so it's going to be just the way it was. But instead of having that pulley straight back to here, it's just jumping inboard, gearing down a little bit, coming back out here, gearing down a little bit. And this gear ratio is the same as that gear ratio. So I'll have more grip, more tensioner, more problems, more trouble, but maybe some burnouts. So I don't think I'm actually gonna do this, but I just have to feel it. I just gotta see. I've never seen a Springer seat 953 or 1054. I kind of like the idea of not having a backrest, at least. As much as I like the Bob Ellison backrest, I think that's just perfect. It's getting to a point where maybe I need like an exit strategy. You know, just in case things don't go according to plan. The backrest kind of holds me in here. I got nowhere to go. Maybe I'll just end up taking the backrest off. Maybe I should make it go before I worry about backrest.